Okay, so I'm just setting up a live stream here, and the main camera for the main video. So today I'm continuing on with the wraps here on these two 1700 cells. So that is the live stream set up here. So there we go. Just not happy with the position of. That's alright now, I think. Okay. Setting up the camera now. There we go. Okay, so today I'm going to continue on here with wrapping these cells. I done 40 yesterday. I'm going to do a wee more black to start building them until the capsule seem to the right here. Oh, blacker today. Blackers. Oh, where's the wrap set? I'll just go look for them. Got them. Right. So part 2 of this process. I was meant to be at the gym this morning, but there's a marathon on. It was just a bit of a nightmare, so I just came home. So the yellow and the black, I wish I had another colour, but I don't have another colour. I'll just sit that up there. That's all right there. So this is the wee guide that I made 2 nights ago, just to line up the shrink wrap. I'm going to start here now, 2 seconds. We'll start with black. Nice, I'll put a bunch of yellow out too. It's weird when you're looking at these. See the way I pulled them out there? And they look like orange here when they're strapped together, but when you bring them out they look yellow. Probably because the light's not being able to go through them if they're black. We'll try like translucent. Okay, so we need to start off with black here. Hopefully it goes as well as yesterday. I'm just checking these 2 cameras. Okay, so this one's a bit sloppy, isn't it? I'm gonna have to wear the leg like that, maybe. Just square up. trying to get comfortable. Over here, white. So give them the sails a wee white, one by one. Using the wee guide, pushing it until it lines up with the timber, the wrap. And starting in the middle, working the way out, both sides. And then the edges. So this thing is set at 320 degrees. Why did I have that sitting there? I'll leave that over. That's it. So give it a wee final flash here. Why am I wrapping them when they're already wrapped? Well, I'll talk about that in a wee while. So this little guide is really important here because I have the wrap more to the positive pole of the sail. We've got the neck back in this today. Muy imperfection there, sorry. Is that 4 I done already? So some of them need a wee, just rub over the thumb here to flatten out those wrinkles at the ends. So using the little jig, pushing the shrink wrap, that makes the piece of timber. So they're all identical. And some of them need a wee helping hand here. Just at the end. And a wee flash over at the end. 3 or 4 times. So the reason I'm wiping them is just to remove any dust or anything landing on the sails, because when you shrink the wrap, you would see the wee, obviously pimple. I don't want that. So using this guide again, from the middle to the outside, then the ends. When I say the middle, I'm talking about the crease. I'm working on the crease first. The two creases, hence they're flat. And then flashing over the top of them. Just making sure it pulls in nice and tight. Okay, so I'll do a wee demonstration here off them in the jig. So just need to pull the capsule around from in here. So I'm going to go by this. No, I'll go by the proper one. So I'm going to use these plans here. I'll move this for the moment. So I'll bring the capsule onto view. I'll set these sails over here. So, what I'm doing here now, let's set these cameras up. So what I'm doing here now is basically just configuring the pack to match these plans. So the colours only there, well I could have choose 3 colours, I selected 3 colours like these plans, but I didn't. So the colour is really not important. It only aids the process when I go to build the pack. Obviously I'm not building it now because I'm just covering the sails, adding that extra layer of protection. So as you can see, I'm not using spacers here. So this is why I'm doubling up on the insulation or insulators. So I didn't have enough black yesterday in part 1, so I'm going to start building more black into it here. So if you look at these plans, what do we see here? If I bring this into this way a bit. So the extra colour helps, but it's not really important. It only sort of benefits this process. I wish I had another colour, but I don't have another colour. So I'm now working on the 3rd branch of the 3rd string here. I'm working on the 4th string. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm actually on the 5th string here, these black ones. So I'm just going to place a couple more on. So I can now start building on the 4th, let's see, 1, 2, the 4th string again. That's alright, we're on there, needs a bit of black cell there. So see what the colour does, the colour helps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? Yeah, it is. So see what I'm doing? I'm matching it like for like. So that sail's on the wrong way round. I'm running with black again. So I need to keep going with black. I've loads of yellow. But that's the idea. The plan is to keep the gap in between the sails. And that's what the capsule is doing. The capsule is holding that gap. Okay? So I'll continue on here. I run out of black. I can't build no more yellow. And I can't move on to the, what do I see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 branch or a 6 string until I finalize this branch. So I'll need to be 10 cells in each parallel group even. So I'm going to start again here and keep cutting more. Hey, set this aside. So this pack will be slightly, when I say slightly, it'll be glued together, but it won't have, let's stop this other camera. So it won't have glue lagered all over the cells. The glue will be put on nice and neat. So basically just where the cells are touching. So it won't be filling these gaps. See the gaps between the cells? This is very important for this project. Okay, so I'll put the phone back onto the stand here. And I'm just going to continue. So bear with me, I have the 4K camera running here too for the main video that will appear on the channel soon. So there's lots of projects, so I'll just try to do my best to get through them. So I'm going to put this phone on charge again. Now you know what, it's alright, it's alright. Right, away I go again. So in order for me to keep building this, to demonstrate this capsule, the cells within the capsule, I need to create more, well, cover more black cells. So I'll do that now, right? I'll sit this down because it's getting kind of heavy. So here we go. I have 100, or sorry, I have 200 to do. I have about 50 done, I think. There's 230 cells there. I only need 200. So there's 130 in this box. And there was 100 in here. Okay. So I'll continue. So the reason I'm doubling up on the barrier, the protection between the cells, is because I don't want them shorting out. They're not going to move because they will be glued with epoxy, high temperature epoxy. But at the end of the day, I just want the battery to be safe. The two batteries that are linked together. So basically 2 36-volt batteries in series. 2 50 amp hour batteries. So I'm going to do these ones, make this continue on black. I'll do another 10 because the yellow then will start being used just because of this unique shape. There's more black at the moment. So I could have put the yellow group here, but it's just easier this way to visualize where the cells need to go in the capsule. So let's continue. So we don't need this. Might be 100 cells today. We'll see. If keep talking too much, I won't get the cells done. So using the little guide that I made to push the cell, the polarity, negative polarity needs to touch the screw. because I have the rack set so that it is overhanging this side of the sail, the positive pole of the sail, more than the negative side. So that's important here. I will also have little barley circle paper insulators on it, but they will be attached until, well, I'll put the pack together first. So I'm working on the edge here now. So I've actually designed a little mechanism, little tool to push out the inserts. The copper that I plan to use is 0.3. So the little tool basically is like a crank mechanism, and what it does is when you turn the handle, it presses the inserts for the buzz bar. It also, so it presses the fold, it cuts the sides of the copper strip, and it punches the hole in the centre. So that hole is important for the weld process. So it's basically a wee slight oval. Not going to talk too much about that, but that's another project for this project. So for the e-bikes, two of them. So a quick flash, and my rags are really look great. So using this little tool, this little guide, to push the sail until the strike or the rack meets the timber. Working in the middle to the outside. Same with this crease, middle to the outside, middle to the outside, and around the edge. And that's it. And I give it a quick flush and just make sure that the ends of the sail here, the end of the folded parts, are pushed out. So if you look at this sail, you'll probably see the crease at the end. It's minimal. But when I go to position this sail within the pack, I will keep that crease to the gap, the honeycomb effect within the capsule, to keep the sails tight at point of contact. So the sails will be touching like that, and there will be a gap up the middle. So we'll keep our lip here. So it's important to do the creases first before you do the outside. It just leaves a better finish. Quick flash. So 200 leads to do. I think I must be touching 60 down. So I'll continue on here. Sorry everyone, I'm just stopping the other camera, the 4K camera there. So I'm going to continue. So working from the inside of the sail to the outside on the crease first, both sides. And then the edges. So that's it complete, and what I do is give it a quick flush. Quick flash even. So not using the, what do you call it, heat gun, I'm using the soldering station. So it's more of like a gentle heat. You can control the heat a lot better. So here, set at 300 degrees, 320. Sometimes you need to give the little crease a wee helping hand with your thumb, like so. Just to make sure it's down, nice and tight. So I can screw this thing up to 450 degrees, but that's not required for doing these. So give the cell a wee wipe to make sure there's no dust or debris on the surface. And plus, it's easier with my fingers at say 300 degrees. So the wrap itself is overhanging the positive pole more. Just very similar to what the manufacturers do. So now a quick flash, 4 times or so, up close, just to make sure it pulls in nice and tight. I'll go for yellow now. So the crease first, then the edges. Sometimes the wee crease needs a helping hand. Or helping thumb. So if you look there, you can see it better with the yellow. See how it's overhanging? Probably by about 4 mil, and it's overhanging there about 2.5, 3. I think actually 4.5 from the outside here. So that's important. As I say, sometimes it needs a wee helping hand at the end there, just to flatten out that crease. Four times, quick flash. So I'll put these in the capsule in a moment, right? So I'll do some more black first. I'll do another let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'll do another 6 and I'll put them into the capsule. So I could have put the cells into the capsule with the standard wrap, but what I'm doing here is just sort of adding extra protection. So I know in my head that it's not going to, the cell grips aren't going to short out against each other. They won't be able to move anyway, so they're not going to wear or rub off each other because they will be glued. But I just decided to do it because it's just going to, it'll benefit. So I will be forcing air through this battery bulb. As an experiment. So there's like 4 layers of protection now between the cells, but before there was only 2. If you can imagine 2 cells being beside each other. So let's say there's a wee cut or a wee mark within this film, the standard film. Well, obviously there's not going to be one at the other side, but let's say there was. So what I'm doing here is just adding extra protection. Because I'm not using spacers. Why? Because it's a project for myself and it's an experiment to see how the battery performs with them slightly touching each other. So this now is the surface of the cell. So if you can imagine, like, it's hot. If I'm blowing air over the top of it here, the heat will be like dissipated. So I'm not going to be touching that too much yet, but I will when the pack's been built. So each time I'm wiping the cell here just to make sure there's no dust on it. Because as you can see, our line open over there, there's out vines and everything falling through the roof today because it's Monday. So at least I know now when I build this high capacity battery pack that the cell grips aren't going to short out against each other. Why? Because I've done this. So working from the inside to the outside at both creases and then the edge. Then the final, a quick flash, the final quick flash. You gotta drink water. So, the only reason I'm doing this today is because I was meant to be at the gym and there's a marathon on in the city, so I couldn't get in, so I just came home. Sack that, I says. I'm going home to do my project. So working on the creases at the ends with my thumb here, both sides of the cell, applying the heat, and now giving it a quick flash. So when these cells are placed into the capsule, there will be a small fine bead of high temperature epoxy glue. So if you can imagine a line from here to here now at approximately 3 mil thick. There won't be very much, it'll just be a slight wee bit because I don't want to fill the honeycomb effect of the pack. I'll touch on that in a minute. So using this little jig, pushing the wrap through the timber, working in the middle to the outside, both sides, and the edges. And a quick flash 4 times or so. Keep going with the black and then I'll boil them into the capsule. I'm going to need yellow again too. So there's 10 cells in the group and there's 20 series trips giving me 72 volts, 50 ampere or 84 volts. So 2 packs beside each other, length in series, but it's really 1 pack. It just has a divider plate up the middle between the buzz bars at well. So using the guide, really important here, to set where the sprinkler at needs to be far and ground here. So more on the positive pole and less on the negative pole. You can see there it's covered in the manufacturer's wrap. So I will place a little barley sort of washer on there, paper washer, as an insulator. So that'll be keep the inserts, mainly the buzz bar, from shorting out against the cell here. So as I've mentioned, this little device, this mechanism, this tool that I have built is for pressing out the inserts for both sides of the cell that will be welded directly to the copper bus bar. So I will upload that to my channel very soon. I'll do a live stream on the 3D model first. So that's another project for this project. So the inserts that you buy are 0.15 of a mil. I want them a wee bit heavier. Do that again. That one meant for buying. I could have overshot it. So the creases need a wee bit more work, just holding the heat on them, especially at the ends here, and rubbing out the crease. It'll be very hard to see there on the live stream. What I'll do is I'll bring the phone up close. I'll bring the phone up close here for a minute because I'm not using the other camera. So thanks for watching everybody. I'll set this other thing in the way and we'll be much closer for those that are interested. Okay. That'll be better there, isn't it? Sometimes when you're too close to the phone, the phone starts focusing. That's the problem. And then you should be looking at the phone going on and out, which is not good for you, isn't it? So I'll keep our look here, eh? So in approximately, I don't know, 3 weeks time I'll start gluing all these together, but I've just got other projects to do at the minute. They're very important, the other projects too, so I have to keep up everything. So pushing the sail, hopefully you could see that, I think you can. So working in the middle to the outside, middle to the outside, same with this crease, and then again in the middle to the outside. So if I worked against myself and came into the middle, you would see a crease in the middle, which is be alright, but you know what I mean, it's not proper, is it? So you can probably tell here now how it's overhanging the side more by approximately about 1 mil, and that's set by using this little stopper, this screw encumber. Very basic, but it works very well. So what I'm going to do now, right, is I'm going to place the cells into the capsule to get rid of them. So I have to start up the other camera here too, so just bear with me. I'm moving this one over a wee touch. Over a wee bit more just. How did I do this the last time? No. Hold on a minute, this is a bit dodgy. The phone's in the way of the main camera. Oh good. Right, that's alright there now. I can always crap in the editing software. So that'll do here. So I'm going to start here now and give a wee explanation on this, right? So look, I'm kicking the camera stand. It's not good. There we go. So I done quite a number more black cells here. When I say black cells, the ones that's coated in black. I'm going to set these out of the way a minute. These wraps. So I'm going to start loading to the capsule again here, right? So if I bring this over this way a wee bit, all these cells over, I'll set this over here for a minute. Okay. Now the Samsung 50S cells. Sorry, I want to see them comments here. So here we go. I've got my plans ready. So I have the strings set out. I need more black, so I have more black done. So I'm going to start loading them into this grip, which is a 10 cell grip. So there's two ways you can do this. You can count them, or you can. Your best thing is to look at this. This is not your standard typical battery with your spacers, so it would be much easier to form because the spacers keep the cells in a uniform configuration that would match something like this. But because I have this complex shape, things are a wee bit more awkward. Well, a lot more awkward. So this is why I've used a different colour wrap, so it sort of aids me along. It will help when I go to build the pack. So up here, if I start counting, here's we go this cell group here, which is cell group number 2. Hold on, I count them 1, 2, and 3. So if I go to my main plans here, right, and I look at the colour, you can see purple, yellow. So this yellow is my second cell group. So I should have 10 cells facing towards me with the positive poles here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's perfect. The next thing I need to know is, see this group, the first string down at the bottom here is complete. So there's 10 cells down here in this unique shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the first string, second string with the positive poles facing out. The third string now, which is the orange on this plan, has 10 cells with the negative poles facing out. So if I go to this plan again, that's orange. And if I go to here, that's orange. So I now know that this cell needs to go here, but in order for me to put that cell there, I have to have the other cell in position first. Do you get me? So it's tricky. Tricky build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 finishes that, and that matches the plans. Okay. So footery. So if you look at the plans here also, you can see that this cell group is complete. So there's 10 here. This is well thought out. I thought this through to get this built like this. So the copper connections and the copper bus bars are also marked out on these plans. So these 10 grips here will be linked together with one bus bar, and that's the terminal of the battery pack. Okay. There will also be another terminal at the other end, but that is for the series connection of the two packs, which runs back downhill. So if I get this right here. So here we have the point I'm looking at. Sorry, here. Okay. Well, I move this phone into position. So if you look here, this is the point we're looking at on the capsule. Okay, so this first string is 0 volts with the negative poles facing out. Then I know we have a series connection that needs to handle the discharge current that I require of my pack. This needs to be rated. So this bus bar this series connection will be on the other side of this pack at this back wall here. Okay. So I'm going to keep building the cells on there because I'm not going to talk about this too much. I will cover this when I go to build the pack. So this cell group's finished. This cell group's finished. This cell group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's it. The cells are in the wrong way. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 groups finished. Okay. So if you look at this setup now, what I have here, I have the gaps between the cells. So you can build this two ways, right? You can build it like this. Hold on a minute, I get this right here with me. You can build it with the cells actually touching, having a small gap up the middle, like a sort of triangle gap, I'm going to call it, at a 4 mil wide. So a wee triangle, but I have them set here with a bigger gap, and that's really important here because I am planning to force air between the pack. Okay, and the epoxy glue will only be touching a slight surface of the cells, and each cell will be touching in 4 places. And yeah, well, depending if they're in the middle or in the outside, but there will always be gaps between the cells. They won't be completely closed, like holding heat within them, within the core of the pack. So I'm going to turn the camera around here, set it up, and just build the rest of them in here. So as I say, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to set this other camera down low just to give a wee finish off bolting this. Then I'm going to keep wrapping more cells. So hopefully that phone is alright there for you, right? So I give a good discussion there of what it is I'm doing and why I'm doing it and all that. So if you haven't heard, do get a look at do get a watch at the video. How are you, sir? Dr. Left Hand Thread. How's it going there? How you doing this Sunday afternoon or morning? So I'll continue here, right? So hopefully everyone's enjoyed this little discussion. As I mentioned yesterday in part 1, I know it's a very sensitive area and people has their own way of doing things, and I'll just be honest, like the hate's there at times, but you know, I don't really care about the hate anymore. I'm here to do my projects, enjoy what I do, love doing what I do, and if I'm showing somebody new things, well, that's it. So now if I'm looking at the, what do you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm now on to the 5th string with the negative cells facing this way. So I have to remove them again, sorry, because I never started the camera. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 strings complete. 10 cells here, 10 cells here, 10 cells here, and 10 cells here. So the yellow really stands out there and really aids this process of building the cells into the capsule. So I'm going to start on the 5th string now. I'm going to count again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 strings there. So if there's 4 strings there, that tells me that there's 40 cells in there. Okay. So going by these plans, this is what I'm building. But I'm not building a standard pack that has the cells set out in like a spacer configuration, which is, I'm not going to say basic, but it's much more simpler than this, okay? And that's with regards everything. That's regards layout, that's with regards the copper buzz bars, everything. It's just much more complex building the battery to the shape. Okay, so if you were building an ordinary pack, you would have spacers and the cells would be sitting in like this with a gap between them. Probably a gap similar to that. But the copper buzz bars also would be, just everything would be much easier. So let's continue. So we're going to start off now with the 5th string, and I'm going to keep loading here, right? I'm not gluing nothing today because that's going to come in another part. So if we go back to my plans here and I look at these plans now, I know that, so I done something wrong here, right? So because these cells should be running uphill alongside this, so there's 3 cells here need turned, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to turn them because the whole thing might go out of position, but I'll try my best. You see, it doesn't look right now, so just give me a minute and I'll take this apart and I'll build it again. So this is where things go wrong. So let me look at my plans here a minute. That. Does that have to be turned? Does that have to be turned? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, everything's moved. Everything's moved, right? Bear with me a minute. Bear with me. See what I mean? It's because I'm running the live stream here. So, does them cells look okay? They don't. They don't. Right, okay, I'm gonna go again, right? Start building this. Oh, make sure not to hit this other camera. So, take 2 here. Okay. So, if I go by my plans now, we have 10 cells here. Okay. So, I'm now going to focus on the 3rd branch because I can't build the 2nd until I build the 3rd. And I can't build the 3rd until I start on the 4th. because I need a cell here to start working on the third. So it's tricky. So just to get this right this time, so the fourth one I had wrong the last time. Oh, right way, Jeffrey. Keep it the right way, man. So I can't work on the third now until I finish the second. Do you see what I'm doing here? So it's just like building Lego or something. Only much more complex. So there we go. So rather now than start adding another cell here, the best thing to do would be to start working on this cell group number 4, is it? Yeah. But that's not cell group number 4, this is going to be cell group number 5. So I need to put a negative cell here and start working uphill and get it right this time. So we're working back now on cell group number 4, and now we're on to cell group number 3 again with the yellow. Okay, so the yellow really helps here, believe it or not. So see the way this one's following uphill too, that's the way it should be. Matching this configuration seen here. Okay. So I keep knocking the other camera. So I just need to move this camera into a better position here, the 4K one. Like, I really don't need to be recording with the 4K because this is all going to come when I'm putting the pack together. But it's up nice and high there now. Hopefully I don't keep knocking it. So I think I've got her this time anyway, so I'll keep building, right? So you can see what I mean there by it being a much more trickier process than building a pack that has the spacers. It's just much more complex. Much more compact, and because it's compact it makes everything much harder. So going back now, let's get this right this time. So we're going back to cell group number cell group number 5. So I need to have the negative poles facing out. Now I can place the cell in for cell group number 4. There. And now I can place in another cell for cell group number 4. But rather than placing more weight here, the best thing to do would be to move on to here. Okay, so I'm going to start working on cell group number 5 again. So there's 3 cells, if you look here, that are yellow. And they correspond with these plans. So we are now at the 5th string, which is yellow here. Do you see what I'm doing? So I'll just be honest here. I don't like this position on this phone because I don't think you are seeing everything, so I'm going to move it. Somebody's revving out there today, having a bit of fun. Right. That's better there, isn't it? Yeah. Right. It's just a bit high, but trying to get everything into view here. Right, so if I look at this again now, let me get it right. So I can place the yellow cell in for cell group number 3 because I've got a bit of stability here, this part of the pack for this demonstration, right? So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go back to group 5 and place in the cell with it facing the right direction. There needs to be 10 cells in each group here. So if we look at this, there's 3 cells here, and then it stops going to 3. It starts going to 2. It's just the way I have the pack configured. So I can place the cell now, cell group number 2. I can also place the final cell into this group, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is perfect. Then, if we count the yellow cells, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it needs the final cell. So with the cell, the positive pole touching the stainless plate. Okay. So this sail grip's finished, this string's finished, this string's finished, this string's finished, this string's now in its proper order. So I'm going to continue on here. So obviously I can't come in here now and place a sail here because it's going to fall. So I need to start working on the 5th grip, okay? And what the capsule's doing here is the capsule's keeping the sails nice and straight and uniform, just accurate. The accuracy's there. You couldn't do this on a bench with a template to the precision that you see here, okay? Definitely not. No way. Not on one for Sundays. Okay? So we're going to continue on. Watch them 3 boys away running. So we're going to continue on with the 5th string and making sure that the sails match the illustration in this diagram. So I can now work on sail grip number 4 again because we've got the support to the right hand side of it. So you get the gist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can't place the final sail into grip 4 until I put the one into grip, string 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this sail grip's finished before this one. But there we go, there's 5 strings finished. So we have the terminal of the battery seen here. We have the 2nd string, 3rd string, 4th string, 5th string. And if we go back to this diagram again, if we look here, here we have the terminal of the pack. So this is the 0 volts. And what I will have here is one copper conductor, one plate over the top of these sails. But there will be no series connection at the 1st string on this side. But there will be a series connection at the other side of the pack where it links directly to string 2 here. So the one copper plate running this way. And that copper plate, well, there you go, there it is there at the other end of the pack. So this is what you're looking at here at the side. So it's really good if you're building a pack to sail out your plans. If you're building a pack as complicated as this one, it's really good to set out plans as neat as these. So it really assists the process here. So if you can imagine, I'm doing a live stream here, and when you're doing a live stream, things usually are a wee bit more trickier to do because you're just focusing on the phone and focusing on this. But if I didn't have the phone to focus on here and I wasn't speaking, I would be able to sit down with these plans and build this pack at ease because I have the plans. Okay? So that's the discussion all done. I'm going to move on now. I'm going to start doing more sails. So I'm going to just keep our lip here now. So the capsule is really, really important here. Yeah, the color coding is a good idea, but do you want me to be really honest? I should have had the 3rd color to match the plans, and then it would have assisted the process much better. But do you know something? It's all right. If I add another color to that, it won't look as pretty as it does, and looks like a bumblebee at the minute. So I have to stop the other camera because the memory card's full, but it doesn't matter because it's not important, the rest of it here. So I'm going to keep the live stream running. I'm going to build in more yellow sails here into the capsule. So if you haven't seen the building of this capsule, do get a look at the channel. This will be a better position now for building this, for demonstrating here. So the 4K camera's gone now. Okay, so sorry, I'm just getting set up here. The live stream's on running now in 1 hour and 5 minutes. Thank you for the support, Dr. Left Hand Thread. So I'm going to continue on here. So again, I'm going back to adding the extra, not the color coding, but I'm going back to add the extra buyer that benefits this pack. So we have 5 strings complete, so I'm now going to move on to the 6th string. And the 6th string starts off here, 67. So 67 string on this side is linked together in series with a copper conductor. But obviously I'm not doing that today. I'm going to continue on here now and start wrapping more of these cells. Well, hold on a minute, I've got one bolt here. So let's place these into position. So if I go back to my plan here now and look at this, we've got 1st string, 2nd string, 3rd string, 4th string, 5th string. The 6th string now starts off with the positive poles of the cells facing out towards me. So there's only 2 at the bottom. 2 at the bottom here are sitting like that. Then the next group, which I will do black. There we go, we have 2 cells here. I've got 2 cells complete. I'm just going to set them in, hopefully they stay because there's no support behind them. So we're going to start now on the 6th string. I'm going to work my way up. So with the cell, and we're going to build 10 cells here, matching the actual plans that I've created. So we have 8 cells there. Is there a cell there in the drawing? What do we see? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on, I might have done something wrong here. That one goes there. That one, 3 cells. 2 cells, 3 cells, and 2 cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Well, do you know something? The more I look at that, hold on, I count what I'm doing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To me, there's just something doesn't look right there. When I count these ones, 1, 2, there's 3 here. You see, that cell shouldn't be in there. Sorry, I thought it was a mistake here. It's easily fixed, but one cell in cell group number 5 is wrong. So, the color coding helped there, you know. So let's try and get this in without messing up. So that needs to be, I think it needs to be a yellow cell. Yeah, that's it now. So we got there in the end. I think that's right now. We'll see in a minute. Do you want me to be really honest? I think I messed up again. Let's see. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That cell shouldn't be on there. Jeffrey. There we go. It's a Sunday. You have to bear with me here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it now. 10. Matches the diagram now. So on the other camera there, I got that wrong, but it doesn't matter. It's might be reused. Okay, so we're now on string 6. So if we look at this, we have string 6 has 2 cells. So this one needs to be a black cell facing the other way. Okay. And now we can work on string 7. I only have 2 cells, so I can't continue on here. You can't put a cell here, right? Because it goes outside my limit. And my limit on the capsule is telling me it will hit the shock absorber. So on the bike, dual suspension bike, the shock absorber, even though it's in there, it's not rebounding downwards. It's because of the design and the mechanism within the frame, the shock absorber comes upwards. So it won't go down and hit the cells. For there has been people in the past saying move a shock, but I have us all thought out. So it's important when I build this pack that all the cells are touching this face. So let's make sure. So let's say when I bring the pack out and put it on a flat surface, like that piece of marble there, the batteries, you want the faces of the cells all touching the flat surface. So you want this complex shape, but you also want them to be flat for the copper buzz bars and etc. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add, I'm going to wrap some more black first, and then I'm going to do another project outside today, I think, maybe. We'll see how it goes. So, I'm not working today. I'm not going to say I'm working, but I'm doing my hobby. I'm a sinner. Right. We'll continue on here now. Where did my little tool go then? There it is there. So pushing the sail until it meets the block of timber. Working on the inside to the outside and around the edges. The crease is important first. So the wrap is overhanging the positive pole of the sail more than the negative pole. Why? Because it's important. So where's the diagram? No, we'll keep this here, we'll just keep loading them. So next week I will be finishing the e-bike motor hub testing station, and what I will be doing is giving it a final blast, and I will be powder coating it, and then I'll be testing the e-hubs another time. Okay, so I have a lot of work ahead of me, and 4 days this week I'll be going back to my research, so that keeps me away from the projects, but it's really important. It's actually more important. Well, I'm not going to say my projects. Projects keeps me sane. The research is for my future. So what I'm doing here is I'm giving it a flash, maybe about 5 times, whilst it rotates itself into the capsule it goes. So I need to make sure that this next series, or this next branch, the next group, has 4 cells running this way. So before I can finish working on this string, 6, I need to build up 7. So this will be the same when I'm going to glue it together. You have to work between the cells, the different groups. You can't just start working in order, like this do group 1 and this group next. You have to build, like if you can imagine water filling up, that's the way I have to build this. Because I'm dependent on gravity, of course, for this idea that I have here with the capsule. So this is only one e-bike, there's 2 of them. This is just, the other e-bike will be a customized frame. But I'm not sure when it's going to come, to be honest, because I've got so many projects. You need to watch it burn my plans with that hot air. So each cell, just give it one quick lick, one wipe to remove any dust. use this guide, working from the inside to the outside, from the middle to the out, from the middle again to the outside, and around the edge. You see how it's overhanging a good bit on the positive pole. It's starting to look like a bumblebee, isn't it? Should have had a third colour, but you just don't think at times. Too much on my mind. So 4 cells, 1, 2, 3, 4, matching the plans. So I need another 4, 6, I need another 4 black cells, and then I'll bulb the yellow into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I only need 2 yellow. And I can't finish this string until I have the cell from group 7 in. Okay. So the wee inserts won't be purchased for the buzz bar. I will be making my own machine to put the punch, fold, do everything at the one time using a special crank. So it'll cut the tabs out, the inserts, and it will also cut the hole in the centre of them for the welding process, and it will also, what else? It will cut the ends. So that's another project. So this will be cell group, this is cell group number 6, so that means I have 60 cells done. So using my thumb to give them a wee push at the ends. Just to like rule out that crease, rub it out. So now I can place this one onto here, starting to match the diagram. It's identical. So see when I have my cell, the 2 banks glued together in this unique shape, what I can do is I can start working on my buzz bars. But until then I can't do that. So I need to work out the centre of each cell, and I need to cut out the copper connections. So the buzz bar, the thickness of the buzz bar that I plan to use here is 3 mil. And you see all these gaps? These gaps is like a honeycomb effect. And they're really important. Is there a cell missing there? No, not going with the wrong for the plans. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have just 2 cells to do here, and then I have 60 cells done. So believe it or not, we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 70 done. I have 70 cells done. So there's only 30 more cells that will go up this part of the capsule. So from the middle of the cell to the outside, working its way out. Both ends here, from the middle to the outside, and then the ends. The thumb's just rubbing out any wee pieces. And now I have to give it a quick flash. Don't know if I've done that on the last cell. So what the cell has now is double barrier, an insulator. And it's just an idea I had. 3 cells, that's correct. So I only need 2 more cells here now, I think. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 cells. Give the cell a wee wipe, remove any dust. So one cell left for that group, which is group 7. But what I can do now is I can start working on group 6 again. Okay, so let's look at these plans. That's not right. I went wrong here somewhere. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I have. I went wrong, sure, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. Yes, I'm wrong. That is right, right. Get this right. No, Jeffrey. Everything's moved. Everything's moved, isn't it? I'm going to finish this cell first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't need 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need one more cell. This place will stop later. One more black cell. Pull the way down. Come on, you buddy. Let's go on. He's underperforming. Try to turn it off. Look, the wheel remote here does heats up again. Look. Right. It was cooling down, not heating up. Right, here we go. Oh dear, it's warm this thing. My fingers. Just give me like a burst of hot air. That'd be fun. Never done that with the heating up the oil cells. Okay, so that is the 10th cell for group 7. And that goes there, I think. So, what are we waiting for this thing to turn off and we'll get this fixed. I'll look at it first in the meantime. 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8, 9. But let me get this right now. So now we're down here. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. What is that in that plan there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think that's it now. I'm just ready for the next one. I can't add this cell because that cell can't go there because we're out of limit. So see if you look at the boundary here. I want to make sure that live stream's running because I haven't looked at it in a while. Yeah. So it's sorted now anyway. I wasn't looking at the comments. But as I say, we're all complete. What I can do now is I can start working on cell group number 8, but I don't have enough cells done. But yeah, that's perfect there now. So that now matches the plans to a T. Got a cell wrong there, but whatever. So these cells now are not properly lined up to the capsule because you can see there things went wrong. But on the day that I come to glue this, I need to focus all my attention on the actual pack to get it right. But that's the way it should look there. The reason that these cells are lining up identical to this image is because this capsule matches my bike to a tenth, or not even a tenth, within a very close measure. So this template at the back here was formed within the bike frame, and yeah, that's why they're looking identical to this. So I know when the battery pack is removed from the capsule that it will definitely fit into the bike frame. So yeah, so I could, at the end of the day, I could turn and go, okay, so I only want a 72 volt pack, 25 ampere, and I could only use one of these. No, that wouldn't work because the pack's only 36 volts. So it's basically having two. What I get the other one? Here we have left bank, and here we have the right bank. So if I look at this here now, this is where your right leg will hang down on the bike, and this is where your left leg will hang down. So here's the other terminal, 72 volts. It's the side down low near the crank of the bike, the pedal crank, and here we have the series connection at the top. So the two packs are identical in series. That's really it, and it just matches this. So today I wasn't meant to be going through and putting these on the capsule or into the capsule, but I've done it anyway just to give a wee final discussion here. So we're all sorted. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'm going to do another live stream maybe in half an hour when it gets on late, but it won't be on this. It will be on another project. So the gaps within the pack here are really important for the idea that I've come up with. So yeah, we're going to wrap up here now. I'm going to go get something to eat, and I'm going to start another live stream. So thanks for watching, everyone, and goodbye. Have a good weekend too. Bye.